What's good, YouTube? LTtvCombatSportsTalk. And I'm gonna get straight to this, man. Blair Cobbs, as we all know, he fought Rocha Saturday night, and he was on the receiving end of a TKO in the 9th round. Now, personally, he said a lot of disrespectful things about one particular fighter who we all know, Errol, the Truth Spence Jr. And I wasn't really rocking with it. So when Cobbs was defeated, I kind of was happy on the low, because when you say the things that he said about Errol Spence over the past week, you kind of have to back it up in the ring. You can't just go around saying those type of things about anybody in the sport of boxing and think that you're not going to have to pay the price when you don't perform like you're supposed to. I get the fact that he tried to sell his own fight, but you really didn't have to disrespect Spence the way that he did. You didn't have to do that, because if and when he lost, he was going to be the butt of everybody's jokes in boxing. And this is something that I was saying in many people's comment sections when they were posting their videos about him in particular. So I knew this was coming, and honestly, he kind of deserves it. Now, I usually don't kick people while they down. That's usually not my thing, but if they deserve to get kicked while they're down, then they deserve it. And Blair Cobbs, he deserves every bit of the jokes, the memes, and everything else that he's going to be receiving, or if he hasn't received those already, because you bit off more than you can chew. And you a 32-year-old prospect, not 33. I just want to make that small correction. So when you talked about guys like Errol Spence and Crawford and Boots Ennis, you talking about three of the top guys in the welterweight division. You talking about like top names, and you're not there yet. So to even mention those three guys, particularly disrespecting one of the top guys in a disrespectful manner and thinking that people were just gonna let you slide because you're a prospect, that's absolutely ludicrous. And I'm glad he got stopped, because Rocha was not no slouch. He had 18 wins and 1 loss at the time, but now he's 19-1. So dude was not no pushover. He wasn't a stepping stone, as Blair was saying in the pre-fight buildup. So I'm very, very glad that he took this L. And for those that said that it doesn't negate anything that he said because he spoke quote unquote facts, it does negate what he said. Because when you don't perform in the ring, which is where all your talk has to be backed up, when you fail to do that, all the things that you said before, it absolutely is negated. Off the top, there's nothing that can be said after that. He took an L, a very big L, when he had all eyes on him. So, in my personal opinion, he got what he deserved. Everything he said is negated, and I'm not sure how his career can bounce back, because had he just focused on the task ahead of him, stayed humble, kept it respectful, and not go the WWE heel route, and just focused on his fight, and still lost in defeat, a lot of people would have wished him best of luck, get back in the gym, back to square one. People would have gave him more encouragement than anything. But because he was so disrespectful and said the things that he said, now you have people clowning him, which I'm not mad about it, to be honest with you. But this goes to show you, for those prospects, 32, 29, 27, 24, 23, 21, 19, 17, 18, if you're coming up in the sport of boxing, always remain humble and focus on the task in front of you. Never bite off more than you can chew, because in boxing, when you step inside that square circle, all the talk that you've been doing you have to back it up eventually. And if you fail to do so, you're going to receive a lot of criticism and a lot of backlash. And you're going to be on the receiving end of a lot of jokes. And trust me, that is not something that you want attached to your name when you're on the come up in the sport of boxing. So I hope Blair learns from this. He gets his career back on track, which I don't see how, because after that loss, his career has taken a big dip at this point. But hey, we shall see what happens with him from here on out. Will he kind of fade out the sport of boxing? Will he be more on the humble, or will he stay on this Ric Flair gimmick? We shall see what happens. And that's going to conclude this video. If you liked and enjoyed it, hit that like, that sub button, hit that bell, click also. You never miss any of my videos, and you will see all of my notifications. I'm LTtvCombatSportsTalk. I'm out of here. Peace.